Welcome back to Ohatchee, everybody. Today is Thursday, May 22nd. And first off, I want to do a shout out to our foster son, Waylon, who just graduated high school, and shout out to all of the other high school graduates for class of 2025. We got a big update. It looks like the framers are done, so we'll get right to it. All right, so here we are. We are standing in front of the garage. So in the past few videos, we've been staring at a concrete slab. We now have a garage. And here it is. And now you can see the rest of the house roof line much better than before. And you see, I wanted to match up the roof line, the monopitch roof on the garage and the house, and I think that looks awesome. So let's get right to it. So you might want to know, why did I do a one-car garage? Well, I didn't really have, I probably had space for a two-car garage here, but I was like, we got all the space to park cars around here. This is all concreted from when we had the trailer here. Phyllis's father did all that. And, you know, and we got the pole barn down there to park tractors and stuff like that. The more I look at this one-car garage, it's way big anyway. But I wanted to have one-car garage where we could, if it was raining cats and dogs, we could kind of come in and we wouldn't get wet, mainly for my wife. So that's why we did one car. I don't know if I've ever told you, but we have our family pet cemetery right there. We have Emma, who was our first family dog. She's buried over there. She lived a long natural life. We did have to put her down. I think it was 2019. And then we have Bo buried there as well. Bo had a unfortunate and tragic death where he got hit. We found him out here, but he got hit. Was struck by a car and did not survive. So they're always in our hearts, and they're always going to be right here with us. So as I go into this one-car garage, you'll see that I made it plenty big. So in most of these suburban garages, you have barely enough space to open your car doors. I wanted this to be really big so we could get in here and open our doors and not worry about it. I put some lights over there, some windows up there, but I didn't really want to have windows down low that we'd have to put blinds up because, you know, the windows collect a lot of insects and bugs and spiders. And so I just thought with a little bit of light coming in from there, we should be good. I don't think this is going to really be a workshop or anything like that, but we have a lot of space in here, especially on this right side, to do what we need to do. I think the most important part of a new modern garage is that you run at least a 75, probably more like a 100 amp circuit. Though we don't have an electric car, I could expect that my children and my potential grandchildren will have an electric car, or maybe they'll have a personal spacecraft, and they'll need a lot of juice to get that thing charged up. Maybe they can even charge their robots in here too. So let's kind of come over here. So this, if you remember, is the door to the main house, and we've got this walkway so you won't get wet unless it's raining sideways. So that looks kind of cool with those beams right there. And we walk up into the house here and go over the plank of death. I don't think much has really changed in here from the last video I showed you. It's just a little bit cleaner. That area was all opened up and you can see it closed off now. And all the open space in here. Now that we've got some plywood on the roof, hopefully we'll keep a lot of the rain off of the space. This right here is our pantry. And when we walk in, so this is the kitchen right here. So our appliances and our refrigerator and stuff will be over on this corner. We'll have an island right here in the middle. And then we've got a really big walk-in pantry here. And this will be where we have some pull-out shelves. And this is obviously the biggest pantry we've ever had, so we're happy with that. So let's give a view of the deck. It looks like they have some plywood out here for now. And you can kind of see how big the deck goes from that side. Looks like they have the house wrapped with this stuff here now. And the deck goes all the way over to this side. And there's a look from the outside into our bedroom. We'll be right there for the rest of our lives. And then we will have the rest of the deck wrap around, and then we'll have a staircase over there at some point. And we'll be able to look at that beautiful piece of water for a while. All right, so here's a good view looking back into the house. Man, these openings are just amazing. They're just so big. Love it. Can't wait to get my wife out here. She hasn't been here in a while. So one of the things we're debating, if you look at the roof here, a lot of the feedback is because this is a mono-pitch roof, we'll have to deal with a lot of heat. So my understanding is we'll probably spray foam, insulate the roof, and put some kind of radiant shield in there to keep the heat out. But this is going to be a really big open space, and we'll have to really ensure that we have the ability to keep the temperature well regulated in here. If you see here, we have our fireplace, and then we have a bookshelf, I believe, right there, kind of a built-in bookshelf here in the main family room. I don't think there's really anything else that I haven't already walked you through. I'll just kind of give you another look at the bedrooms, since they had all kinds of braces in them last time. This is one of the bedrooms right here. And this is the left side of the bedroom that has the Jack and Jill bathroom. Here's the closet, and then here's the Jack and Jill bathroom. Kind of comes over to here. And this is the other bedroom, walking through the bathroom. And then it goes here into our main bedroom over here. A lot of cleanup to do in here. We've got plenty of garbage. It looks like water bottles all over the place. So for the rest of my life, I get to look at that view that you're seeing there. So that's a quick tour, an update. Probably just going to talk about one other thing in this video, which is where we're going to pull our power in. If you remember, if we go up back here to the garage, and you see that we have right there our power pole. Actually, you can't see it. Let me cut back into this area where we walk in. You see where our power line is there. I think we're going to pull the power to this far side of the garage on the outside. We'll pull the power and put the pole and the meter maybe on that side, maybe over here. And then we'll take it underground and then into the house somewhere. So I think the point that I want to talk to the electrician about is, do we just put the fuse box inside the basement on that concrete wall? Or maybe we put the fuse box a little bit central to the rest of the house. Go down to the basement here. Oh man, this needs to be cleaned up. And I don't have any help today. So, oh, and we don't have our Olympic-sized swimming pool down here anymore. So that's good news. No water down in here right now. So I guess the fuse box could go right there. Or I'm thinking the fuse box comes right over here. And then you've got, if you do it on this wall right here, then you got shorter runs to all the places in the house. But I'm not an electrician. But this looks pretty good down here. All this is cleaned up and ready to go. So that's our update for Thursday, May 22nd. Framing looks complete and we're moving forward. I look forward to hoping everyone has a happy holiday Memorial Day weekend. Give you a view of the water, and we'll see you in a few weeks. Bye-bye.